everyone, this is part 2 of Frank Jackson State Park. We're going to talk to you today about scarecrows, trails, roots in the trails.
Oh, yeah, the roots.
The boardwalks.
And scary pumpkins.
Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. So the first thing would be the scarecrows in the park. The trail masters there have a thing they call Scarecrows in the Park from October to November at Frank Jackson State Park. And they have different organizations, churches. It's tons of people, just different organizations, different people come. And they set up displays of different scarecrows and different, I don't know, just different stuff.
Right, and they're very creative because you can make a scarecrow out of nearly anything. For example, we've seen one that was made out of dryer vent hoses. That was the legs.
Yeah, that's slightly creative. Dryer. Yes.
So you can just be creative. It's really cool to see if you like that kind of thing, and but they're neat to look at.
They had Candyland and Gingerbread Man. Love God, love people. That's pretty neat. I think they also had, we joined in one because they were roasting some s'mores.
Yes.
I think the title of that was God Loves You S'more, which is, very creative. So that's a really neat thing there in the park that they offer. It's all through October and November that they do that. They actually have these things situated along the trails. So as you're walking the trails, you can see all these different displays and all these different things that people have come and set up. There was actually 2 scarecrows that got married.
Yes.
They were getting married.
I tried to talk him out of it, but it didn't work.
Yeah. Jerry says, don't do it. Don't do it, even for scarecrows. Yeah, so that was pretty neat. Speaking of the trails, they're not long. I don't remember how many actual trails there were at the park.
4, 5, 6.
But they're not long. I mean, they have one that's called the Long Trail, but it is not, it just isn't long. And then they have one called the Short Trail, and it is really short. But the trails are good. They're not awful. They're clean. They take really good care of the trails. For the most part, they're shaded.
They are very well shaded. Because even in the summer, as shaded as they are, you can still have a pleasant walk.
View of the lake. Oh, hey, Spiderweb. How you doing?
I don't know why you're doing.
Yeah, and they have benches along the trails where you can sit and relax and just enjoy being out in nature. They really have some good benches with a nice view of the lake, especially on the Memorial Island trails. Those are really, really good. Those benches are set up in a good location where you can have a really, really decent view and just relax.
That's right. And you may see some animals there. Of course, there'll be different species of birds, but I know we've seen, 2 or 3 armadillos?
Yeah, armadillos.
You will see armadillos.
They're ugly.
We can't guarantee you'll see any of the others that are mentioned that they kind of allude to that you'll be able to see, but there was armadillos for sure.
Yeah, armadillos for sure. Also on the trails, there are a few roots. Now,
one that I know of.
One that he knows of. Now, there is a sign that said caution.
Yeah.
You can fall and Gotta always read the sign. Oh, man. What do you have to say for yourself? Shame.
Nothing.
Shame. I have an injury. Kind of like this.
As long as you know how to read, you'll be okay.
Like this. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just really just a one area that. Yeah, that was very hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And yet, yes, she videoed it.
yeah, I did.
What
Hey,
the-
I read the sign and I saw the route. He didn't. So anyway,
I found it.
yeah, found it for everyone. Yeah, that's it. There's also a boardwalk. There's the Seth Hammett boardwalk that goes across part of the lake. The Seth Hammock walkway. Never knew Seth Hammock. Not hammock, Hammett. Did it say hammock or Hammett?
Same thing.
Hammett, Hammett, and hammock. There's the lake. Frank Jackson Lake. Lake Frank Jackson.
There's no fish in it.
No, that is incorrect. Only way I almost caught one yesterday, one jumped and hit the side of my kayak. Almost came in. I would have fell into the water if that thing would have gotten my boat.
Where all the other fish are. That's real smart.
Okay, so there's the walkway. Beautiful.
Turtles.
Great job, Seth. Hammett. 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 There's turtles. I don't know if you can see them. And I think it's also the Memorial Bridge or Memorial Boardwalk, I don't know, that goes across the lake over to Memorial Island.
Right, now on that Memorial Bridge there is also a place where you can fish. It's got it set out so you're not actually on the boardwalk and everybody's away from walking. It kind of juts out a little bit and has some benches there. And so it's very, very fun, very good to sit there and fish. And we did, we fished.
Reeling.
If you're a good fisherman or a fisherwoman, you probably will do fine.
There was a chair there for you to sit in.
Yeah, which is what I should have done.
I thought it was a timeout chair. Looked like a timeout chair.
That's
Here's the timeout chair. Do they even do timeout anymore?
fishing. That's why
Anyway, it's for fishing, but whatever. It's a timeout chair. I don't even know if they do timeout anymore. I mean, I never got timeout.
My mom used a plastic baseball bat.
Oh!
Just ask my oldest brother.
Nice. Wiffle ball. Okay, so anyway, I never got put in timeout. Know why?
Oh, it wasn't because you were good.
Because I was a rule follower. So this footbridge comes across to Memorial Island. Hence the name Memorial Footbridge. Maybe. So Memorial Island. A gazebo of information.
That is not a gazebo.
Okay, so that's not a gazebo. What is it? What is it?
It's just a shelter.
A shelter. They're the honeysuckle trail.
Very nice boardwalk. Very nice bridge. And again, you've got complete views of the lake on both sides. And but it's very nice. The boat dock is right there close to that.
Launch.
Boat launch, excuse me. And so all in all, it's very nice boardwalk.
Yes, it is. I guess last but not least, because the song stuck in our head
For 3 days.
the rest of the trip. Look, it was awful. There was a scary pumpkin. I guess he was a scary. I don't know, but he was on a swing.
You'll see.
I mean,
you determine.
You're probably look, he was super scary, and he was like wah wah, you know, and that's
green eyes. A pumpkin with green eyes. Who wouldn't be like what?
Yeah, I mean, when he came on, oh man, he was in a gazebo right in the middle of a big open field.
Right.
You couldn't miss him. And he was super scary.
So you have all these pleasant scarecrows throughout the park. You're enjoying it. And then you look at this freaky thing with green eyes and playing this music. And playing. What in the world?
He was on a swing, as you probably have already seen. But he was on a swing, swinging back and forth. And when the
inviting you to come play with him.
Hi, won't you play with me? Mother always said it was okay to go to things. Please stay. My friends will be here soon. And then we can play together forever, and ever, and ever, and ever, and ever, and ever, and ever.
No. We decided to take pictures with the nice, pleasant scarecrows, not the scary, freaky pumpkins. Anyway, I mean, overall, I think the trails and the whole park, like the campsites, we've already said that. Overall, I think that it's a great park. I mean, put it on your bucket list. Why not?
Well, sure, and even the trails, even though they're short and there's only a few of them, I mean, go walk them several times. As long as you're getting exercise and you're enjoying it and it's well shaded, there's benches, there's great views of the lake. Where can it go wrong?
The only problem for me was I didn't find a tree to climb.
Oh my goodness.
I have a record, obviously it's broken, of climbing a tree in a national park and a state park.
Yeah.
I didn't climb a tree in this park. There wasn't a tree to climb. They were all like no branches out.
The last one she brought home poison ivy.
Maybe that's why I didn't climb.
I keep telling her to stop climbing. She's older than 20 now.
Yeah, well, anyway, so apparently we've got to drive back because my record's broken. So anyway, all in all, park is great. Yes. Go see it. I would suggest October, November, go and see it because the scarecrows in the park, they really add to the trails and the whole experience.
Yeah. And the weather is just wonderful.
Right.
A little cool in the mornings, but it was great.
Yes. So it was really nice. One other thing that we haven't talked about is kayaking. We did go kayaking in the lake. We did that one day. It was really windy, really cold.
Very hard to fix.
The wind had kicked the lake water. There was quite a bit of ripples.
Yeah. It was rough.
Yeah, it was kind of rough paddling across.
I think it was like stage 5 rapids. So. No.
Clearly it was not that bad. It was not.
It wasn't even a half stage.
It was not class 5. It was not class 1. It was nothing. It was just a little bitty
ripples
from the wind. But and it was cold. So we only did that one day, but we enjoyed it. I mean, it was. If you have kayaks, take your kayaks, and fishing and all of those wonderful things. So that's about it for Frank Jackson State Park. We enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.
We are Knucklehead RVers.
Where we mess up, so you people out there don't have to.
Take our advice.
Yes.